3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Messy but Thriving Podcast. Studio and guest edition. Yay! Our guest, Caitlin. Woo!
Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm such a big fan for so many reasons.
Wait, that is very sweet.
Yeah. I love that. I love the Messy but Thriving message because, like, I feel like everything is like messy until it's not, and then something else is messy.
Yeah,
You know?
it's all messy.
Yeah, because you've never done it before.
Yeah.
Tell the audience a little bit about yourself.
Who is Caitlin?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're like, all right.
Yes, I'm Caitlin, and I have a business called Occupied Insights. And the idea of it is to help people to tune into the wisdom of their hearts. And then, but it doesn't stop there. And then live that in some small way or big way in their daily life. Because that's what really gives intuition and, you know, those messages that we get from within. That's what gives them life when we actually like live it in our life, you know.
What made you want to start Occupied Insights?
Yeah, that's such a good question. I think it's a lot the frustration of working within the system. Yeah, I'm a mental health OT by day. That's my background. And so I just felt like we're not really helping. Like we're not people. There's like a very dysfunctional relationship between the system and the people that are deeply needing help, and we're not helping. And so I'm like, there has to be like another way. There needs to be something more holistic that takes into account like the spirit, the body, and the mind. Basically like what a concept. Yeah,
It's beautiful.
yeah,
And just healthcare in general. I feel like so many like people can relate, like different professions. Everybody can relate. Like, you know, if you're in a helping profession, you know, like it's like you're fighting to help sometimes. It's
Yes.
like it's not actually about helping. It's just like they're pretending it's about helping.
Yeah, get them in, get them out, document.
Interesting.
Yeah.
To say big pharma.
Yes. No, 100%. That's a part of it. No, like the
Like you're in a business essentially.
Yes.
But it's
Yeah.
healthcare.
Yeah.
It is a business at the end of the day.
yeah,
At the end of the day, they just need you to sign a note so
Yeah.
they can get paid.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
They need your claim.
Yeah.
So like how in your own way do you think you're kind of fighting against that or spreading your own message, like not being in that typical like medical model?
Yeah. I guess I deeply believe that like everybody is like their own expert, if that makes sense. Like anytime you're in a situation where it's like we're the expert and you're helping from this kind of standpoint, which is honestly actually pretty abusive. Whereas if you're meeting people like right here, like on the same level. That's one of the things that I love about the Messy but Thriving podcast, by the way, is that you guys are like, we're not the expert. Like we're figuring this out alongside all of you. You know what I mean? And I love that because it's so true. We all are, you know? So, yes, but I think it's starting my own business will help me to meet people more here, you know, like heart to heart, like, and I'll be able to use like my intuition a little bit more rather than so clinical, you know what I mean? Like,
That sounds really important because I feel like it can be like intimidating to seek like any sort of like medical or like health related like help. And sometimes it feels like you can go and like feel like you're being talked down to. To have someone like kind of like be a safe space for you, which is like the most important thing that you need in those situations. That's really important.
1000%. Yeah. And that's where if you provide that safe like little space container, people will thrive, you know?
Yeah.
I want to add something, just to give a little more context. So Caitlin and I, we used to work together.
Yes.
So fun fact, I'm also an occupational therapist. I don't think I ever talked about that on the call. Maybe once.
But don't consider this any licensed service area.
If you need help, do not come here. A disclaimer.
We're not the expert.
But
Emergency help.
Call 911.
Or 988.
Cat team, yeah.
But she taught me so much. So I look up to her. Like, she mentored me. Like, I look to her for so much guidance, for so much support, for so much, like, just everything. And not just, like, with work, but, like, just in life. Like, spiritual guide, mentor, just everything. So just to give it a little bit more context.
Can we talk about the juice intuition?
Okay, yes. Okay, so that's on the topic of, I think you guys sent me a question in the email that you might ask me, which was about how to practice intuition in your daily life. Mm-hmm. And that would be a really good example of that because in some of the bigger, messier areas of our lives that are very like emotionally charged or like based on like kind of those trauma wirings of the nervous system and stuff like that, that can be a difficult place to use intuition at first when you're new to intuition, because there's a lot going on there, and we'll get into that too. But so it can be really, really fun and helpful to practice intuition in like the little, like tiny areas of life, you know, like kind of tune in, like, what shirt am I going to wear today? Or, so anyways, basically Kyra and I, this is where Kyra like noticed that I was working with my intuition was when we went to a coffee shop and I had to choose between, I like wanted a juice, but I didn't know which one. And I was like, hold on a minute. Let me go in like, and, and like tune in and decide. Based on my intuition and feel out which one of these juices I should get.
I love that. Yeah. That is amazing. Because that was exactly my question. It's like, when I'm in a stressful, anxious situation or a season of change, how do I go back to my intuition? But then the way you broke it down, it starts in your daily life, the small things that might seem silly, but they aren't because you're training it.
Yes.
And so when you're in that situation, you're like, I know what it feels like and I can trust it.
Yes. You know what like a intuitive, you know what it feels like. Yeah. And eventually as you train it more in those small, less emotionally charged areas, then we can bring it in.
And what
the other ones
does it feel like? Like what should people be looking for when they're trying to tune into their intuition? Because I know for me, like I can get really confused between is this fear or intuition?
Absolutely.
So how do we know the difference?
Okay, let me give you a quick like practice for that, and then I'll get into the like emotion and fear situation. Okay, so what does intuition feel like in your body? So basically, let's do a little practice right now, and those of you at home can join in. I want us to let's take a deep signal breath, kind of come into our bodies. Okay. And then I want you to say, smoking meth is good for me today. Smoking meth
is good for me today.
Really tune in. Smoking meth is good for me today. I feel a...
Smoking meth.
And do you feel any sensation in your body when you go like...
Smoking meth is good for me today. Smoking meth is good for me today.
It's like my body's rejecting it in a way.
Yeah,
like I feel uneasy.
like,
I feel anxious. I know it's not true in a way, and I'm like, even though I'm saying it and sitting with it, my nervous system is kind of firing.
Yeah,
I feel dysregulated.
Yeah.
My left eye is burning.
Oh, shoot! No way! That's so
Call
911 now!
Are you okay?
And everyone will feel it in a different place. Like I sort of felt like a shiver like come up my spine and almost like a purging. But
my body started to feel really hot.
Yes, good. Yeah, you felt hot. You got the burning eye, so you know that's your body.
Wait, that's
your body's
interesting.
no, you know.
Yeah.
And then let's go. Let's now say, drinking clean water is good for me today.
Drinking clean water is good for me. Drinking clean water is good for me today.
Drinking clean water is good for me today.
Drinking clean water is good for me today.
Sorry. Does it feel different?
A lot different.
Yeah.
I don't feel anxious anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was interesting. Like you guys had like physical symptoms, and then Kayla and I had more like internal like gut feelings. Like for me, with drinking water, I felt like I could sense more of the physical thing. I can sense like more of the quiet, the calm,
good,
the,
yeah.
like feeling the couch, and like
Beautiful.
that is good. Like I should do that today. It felt like aligned. Like,
Yes.
yeah, I should
Yeah.
drink more water because I haven't. You know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
how did it feel for you guys?
For the second one, it was less physical. It was more, just the room in general felt calmer.
Yes.
I would say
Yeah.
the energy felt a lot calmer.
Yeah.
I immediately thought of like the visual of like mountain spring water.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
image.
it like took me there. Yeah.
Yeah, so that is so beautiful. You, you ladies are all very intuitive, I can tell, and I like that you got the image too. That's also a very cool part of intuition. Sometimes you can tune into like imagery and stuff, or sometimes it is a feeling in your body. But yeah, that's kind of, we felt out. And if those of you at home did that with us, you kind of just felt your body's yes and your body's no, and just
Yeah. I like how you made us share what we felt because it made me realize like our intuition is different for everyone.
Yeah.
Like how it feels for everyone is different.
yes,
That's so interesting because I thought it was going to be like a one-all prescription, but I guess that kind of goes back to your thing where it's like in the medical model, like one size doesn't fit all, but with your work, you can meet people where they're at.
totally,
Like at that level you were talking about earlier.
totally.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
So how can we, so we felt how we felt in our body. So how can we apply that to when we're really emotional or?
Okay, yeah. Thanks for reminding me on that one. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, generally speaking, intuition is going to feel a little bit more like neutral because the definition of intuition is like knowing something immediately without the need for conscious reasoning or for logical reasoning. So it's just like a kind of, So if it does feel like anxious or fearful, that's likely, or like you're wrestling to like find the answer or something. If there's any kind of like, like split or struggle or torment or something, or anxiety, like that's not the intuition itself, but that is very important to tune into and to listen to, because that's like the emotion, right? And so the emotion is not the intuition, like those anxious, fearful emotions is not the intuition, but our emotions are our guide to our personal truths. Like they do need to be felt and tended to. It's that interoception for the OT, you guys know.
Can we give them that definition?
Yeah, so interoception is, we have like 8 senses. So you have like your, sight, sound, the 5 that you guys all know. And then there's also like the proprioception and the vestibular. And then there's an interoception, which is the sense of what is going on in your internal body. So kind of like the sense of what's going on with your organs, like it's what tells you that you have to go pee or that you're hungry or thirsty. And it is also the physical sensation of your emotions. So there's a physical sensation of emotions, of anxiety, of fear, whatever it is, that needs to be tended to, that needs to be listened to, needs to be felt. And in creating some space where you can go and feel it fully in your body. Like, what does this actually feel like in my body? And letting it kind of like burn and move through. You can often get to a place of greater truth, authenticity.
Yes. I'm so glad you mentioned that, because I was talking to you earlier, like, we're at phase of life right now. I was like, I feel really burnt out. And a part of that was because I've been having so much anxious thoughts, so much rumination about the phase of life I'm in. But then I was also telling you, like, I know I need a change. Then it just kind of validates, like, it's my intuition kind of reminding me, like, there needs to be a change and you're going to get there. But right now, physically, you can tell I'm not in a good situation. Like, my body's like fighting against it.
Yes. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so I really appreciate you kind of breaking that down. Like, oh, okay. Because you can flip it. I was like, okay, there's a reason why I'm feeling this.
Yes.
And it's a guidance. And
Yes.
versus, because before I was like, this is so negative. Like, what's going on? Like,
Yeah.
it's like, do I have this like, X, Y, and Z like diagnoses? Like, what's going? Like, I started even like getting more anxious about other stuff. So so maybe it's more like a guidance feeling of like to push me to a different season of change.
Yes. Yes. And so it would be, it would be important to allow some space for you to fully feel that anxiety without the stories, that you tell yourself about it, right? Like, just the physical sensation of it, and be with that. What does this feel like? Do I feel this in my chest? Do I feel this in my, does this feel like what is the physical sensation? And allowing that to be and to be felt without telling yourself the stories of like anything about it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So allow it to fully be there without.
Because Kara taught me that it's like, you are not your emotions. Like, you're trying to like kind of detach from it a bit.
Okay. Well, no, don't detach from it. Listen to it. Like, feel it. Not listen, feel it. Yeah.
I was in our last episode, I was telling them about something you taught me to do. But before I get to that, I want you to say again what you said about those feeling when something feels very confusing or there's a lot of resistance. That is not your intuition.
Yeah.
Could you repeat that one more time for our listeners?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So when it's like that anxious feeling, that is not the intuition. But that is something very important to feel and to tend to. And in allowing your body to fully feel that, you'll end up in a different place and space. And often you need like a safe place to like feel that in or from, whether that's with another person who is like your who's like a co-regulator, or if you feel safe doing it yourself. But at some point you're going to have to like let that feeling, that sensation burn through your body. And then you'll find that it changes as you do that, shifts. Yeah.
I feel like, thank you for repeating that. Thank you for sharing that.
Did it make sense?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I think a lot of people will be able to relate. I know I do. Is sometimes when we feel very anxious or we think that's our intuition. Or when we're like, oh, something bad's gonna happen. Like I feel it. Like something
that means I gotta run, or I gotta get out of here, or I gotta quit this job. It doesn't necessarily mean that, but it means something. Yeah.
And then I wanted to ask you if you could, because I was sharing with them in a previous episode when you taught me that you can talk to your emotions. Could you share a little bit about how to do that and what that means? And
okay. Oh, yeah, to see what it is that yes. So once you allow the space to feel the emotion and let it kind of move through your body, then you're going to want to find out from it, like, what do you need? What is it? Yeah. Hello, anxiety. That. Like, what is it that because there's no bad, like, feelings, no bad parts. We're getting into a little bit of, like, parts work here, but I'll try to keep it just on the emotions. But there's nothing wrong with the anxiety. It's there to help you. Like, it's there in some way, like it's protected you at some point in your life, right? Like, and so it's there for a reason, and you just got to find out, like, maybe why are you here? And what do you need from...
Why is that so sweet and kind? Like, yeah, sometimes we talk to ourselves like that, like our emotions like that.
Well, because the emotion probably is like an inner child part of you. If like the anxiety has been around for a while, it probably is like 100% from something from childhood, you know, which you would want to treat it like a child. Yeah.
My previous therapist, shout out Alejandra. She told me that my anxiety is uncomfortable, but it's not dangerous.
Yes.
And that like stuck with me because it's like sometimes you're so anxious and you're like, I need to run away, or like I'm so like scared. But that is just like such a helpful reminder for me that it's like I'm gonna get through it and it's gonna help me with something.
Totally. Yeah. Yes. Because it's the resistance of it that's the uncomfortable part.
Whoa. Why am I fighting so hard against it?
You're like, you just unlocked something in my brain.
Right. It's the telling ourselves we shouldn't be feeling this, or we should, you know, like, it's the fighting against it. That's
shame.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, the shame. Like, you're right.
Shouldn't be feeling this, or like, how can I make this stop, or how can I shift this right away, or how can I, you know, like project this onto someone else or whatever. Yeah, it's a projection, rejection, suppressing, repressing that makes it so uncomfortable.
Wow, that's so helpful.
I wanted to ask, how do you navigate like when you can recognize your intuition but like have trouble putting action to it? Because that's something that I've been struggling with a lot. It's like I'm like, yeah, like I know that this is what is meant for me, but I'm like, that's not what I want to be meant for me, you know?
Yes.
Totally.
Can that be meant for somebody else?
Totally. And that's why, like, at the beginning where I was like, it's tuning into the wisdom of your heart and also trusting it and living it out in your daily life. That's the harder part. Like, people, women especially, we're like better at intuition than you probably think you are. But it's the then following the intuition. Yeah. And that's again where I would say practice it in like the smaller areas. To kind of build that muscle and that trust with it. Because sometimes it can be really magical to like follow it in this like teeny tiny little area. Like you feel this like pull to drive down this street, and then you'll see why, you know, and then you kind of are so impressed with that you're going to be more motivated to do it in those harder areas, and you're going to have like a greater trust in it, you know? Yeah.
That makes sense. Makes it less like overwhelming.
Yeah. And the tricky part is sometimes you don't see exactly why. Like sometimes, you know, you do something intuitively, and then like my friend was telling me this story the other day about how she like was like really called to help this guy on the side of the street, and then like he asked for some money, and then so she like intuitively, like she felt like she was like in this good, like she was really following her intuition, and like gave him all she had was like a $10 bill, and she gave it to him, and then he was like, "Oh, you're so cheap." Like, so she was like, "What the hell was that?" Like, I followed my intuition. That's like,
oh my God.
Yeah. But it was probably like someone else maybe on the outside needed to see it or something like that, you know?
Interesting.
I was reading in this book, and it was saying, kind of like what you were saying, intuition, following it doesn't always lead to what you expect.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
But I liked how you were saying just practicing even the smaller intuitions, because you don't know what it can lead to. Because I remember you were telling, I don't know if you want to share, but about how you found your apartment.
Yes. Yeah. I like felt intuitively pulled to like go down this street on the way home from baseball with, you know, my son's in baseball, but and then I was like, why am I here? And and then I saw a bunny like standing in front of a like for rent sign or whatever, and I was like, oh, okay, that's it. And so then I called the number right away, and then that ended up being like where I live now, and you have no idea how many reasons that my son and I need to be living there at this time. Like, it's wild. Like, it's yeah. So.
I also think it's interesting if something's meant for you.
Yeah.
It all will fall together.
Yeah.
If something's not meant for you, like the amount of resistance you'll feel.
Yeah.
And how hard it'll get to say that get that apartment,
Yeah.
it'd be so much more difficult versus this just all kind of like fell together.
Totally. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I had that recently with my job search, like searching for all these different jobs as a no, because I think it's like I'm not supposed to do those jobs.
Yes, I totally agree. I feel something very similar with my life story.
Yeah.
Like it's always been such hard no's, and then once a yes, I'm like, what? And then it just falls so easily. I'm like, I think this is supposed to be it.
Yeah.
Like I feel like if something's not meant for me, then like there'll be so much like resistance against it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like the idea of like trusting it more and like it's for my greater good.
Yeah.
I know we had a few more things we wanted to talk to you about, so maybe we should move on from intuition if you guys are okay.
Yeah.
But before we do you have any last words of advice or things to let people know that you'd love to share
On that topic?
Yeah. Or to any takeaways that you feel like you really want us to like take from that?
No, my intuition's telling me that
That's perfect. That's perfect. That's all we needed to hear.
Yeah. Complete.
I feel it too. That felt good.
Yeah, I really appreciated that discussion. Those questions were incredible. You girls are so good.
They're just naturals. Okay, but I know, so breath work.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I would love to learn more about
What
that.
is breath work? And why should we do it?
Yeah. Okay. So your breath is intimately connected with your nervous system. So if you are doing like a calming breath, maybe like a, inhale through the nose. No, not that one. Not that one.
You can calm down.
Opposite of that, actually.
So if you're doing a slow breath where the exhale is much longer than the inhale, like a candle breath, for example. You'll be able to even like feel your heart rate slow on the exhale. And that's like triggering your parasympathetic nervous system. And then the breathwork sessions that I host are more of like an activating breathwork, where it is the one that similar to what you just did, not exactly that, but it's like you're getting a lot of oxygen and breathing very quickly through the mouth. And that is going to trigger like your sympathetic nervous system, which can begin to bring up unprocessed emotions or reach kind of like higher states of consciousness, or you'll feel different like bodily sensations and things like that. All kinds of different things can happen in an activating breathwork journey. Yeah, and so it can start to move the energy, kind of move it through in your body. Like, something, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I think my mom used to try to make me do breath work when I was way younger.
An activating one, or like
I just remember we were like in this room and she was like, okay, follow me. And I was like, what are we doing? I want to do this.
Totally.
But so what does it help with? Or
Yeah, really good question. Sometimes I'll go in with an intention, and then I will get like kind of intuitive information, if you will, or sometimes it's just about releasing things, or generally speaking, you're just trying to move things. Our breath is like our life force, and as you tune into it, it can be very helpful in moving internally to a different state and place. Maybe point you to places where you need to work, or maybe just the process alone allowed you to release some things that didn't need to be there. And yeah, it's different for everyone, has different experiences depending on where you are in your life. And yeah, but it can be a really beautiful.
has it helped you?
Yes.
And,
yes.
And like in what ways, or how so?
Yeah.
If you don't mind sharing.
I would say like in the places that I've felt stuck, it's been really beneficial for getting me to a new place internally. But of course, so you'll sort of get like information, and often it'll be like really obvious, like, you know, you need more like love or nurturing or like very, you know, But of course, whatever you get in the breathwork session is amazing and beautiful and transformative. But then if you do not live it out in your daily life, again, if you don't integrate it, then it's, so that's the next part of it, you know. So,
integration.
Yeah. So I have to be really careful with like, because I'm easily able to like kind of go into these beautiful, like, you know, altered states or whatever, but then that doesn't mean anything if you then don't then go apply that, live it in your life. Yeah.
Because we have to live in this world.
Yes.
At the end of
Yes.
the
We're
day.
here. Yes. We live in this physical world. So yeah, that's a really important piece. Yeah.
I love that. That's
Yeah.
really cool. Yeah, I don't know. That's really cool. Do y'all have any breathwork questions?
Are there any like patterns, like breathing patterns that you recommend? I know there's like, it's like the 4 something.
Yes, I love a 4. Yes,
Yeah.
I love a 4-6-8 or a 4-7-8. Yeah, I love that one. Yeah, that's one of my personal faves. I know, because there's like, and people are gonna like different ones because there's the box breathing too. I actually personally don't like that one as much. I like a nice like hold at the top and a slow exhale. Like I like the exhaling being longer than the inhaling, because that really does like signal to your trigger your parasympathetic nervous system and give your nervous system the message that we're safe. Because often the story that you're telling yourself follows your state of body. Yeah.
Can we, just for any viewers who aren't familiar with the parasympathetic nervous system, can we give them like a brief overview of what it is?
Okay, yeah. Well, we've got your sympathetic, which is basically your fight or flight system. So it's what allows it's connected to our survival, very important. So puts your body in a state of survival, basically. So your heart rate's going to be going faster. And then the parasympathetic is the rest and digest state. So that is the state of that your nervous system and your body is going to be in when you are feeling safe, basically. And yeah.
So you're saying we can do breath work so that we can get out of that sympathetic nervous system, get out of that fight or flight, and we can activate us feeling safe within our body through breath work.
Well, there's two different kinds of breath work. So there's like the more regulating one which is your slow breaths, your candle breaths, or 4-7-8, 4-6-8, those ones, and those are going to trigger your parasympathetic nervous system and give you a deeper sense of safety. And then there's the activating breath work, which actually you're intentionally triggering your sympathetic nervous system to kind of move things and tap into those survival states that are built into your nervous system since maybe childhood, and shift it in some way. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So there's like 2 different directions you could go with it. Yeah.
You mentioned that when you activate more the sympathetic nervous system, that you can have some revelations or be in this altered state, but then not act it out or implement it. Do you feel like there's a phase or a state where like it's too much? Like you don't want to go into that state so much where you have so many revelations where you feel overwhelmed, like I can't implement this? Or do you feel like it's not as deep as that?
Of course, yeah. And I do feel like that's why you would want to do that activating breath work in the hands of like a space holder, like a safe, like a facilitator, where you're, where you're like held and
But I've seen have you ever seen like people having a panic attack and they're trying to calm down? They're like, wouldn't that like stress them out more?
Yeah, it does.
So are they so maybe they should be taking slower breaths. Probably
yes. 99.9% of the time you're going to be doing the regulating, the calming. You would want to be doing that like throughout your daily life. Like there's no reason why you would want to do that activating breath work like in your daily life, really, like unless you're trying to like, you could do some nose breathing, like to like wake yourself up or something.
I've heard of those,
But the activating breath work is a little bit more like me describing what you would do in like a breathwork session where people like gather and like you're there for that purpose of like
thank you for
energy.
yes
Me too.
I'll be out there. Don't do that. I'll just like when is it coming?
Your day-to-day breath that you're gonna want to go to is more that.
Okay, good to know.
Okay, that is cool.
Yeah,
it is cool how much we can do just with our bodies ourselves. Like I feel like we always are reaching for things outside of us.
Yeah,
like to calm or to help or to make us feel better. But all of the resources you've given us so far are literally our mind and our breath.
Yeah.
Beautifully said. Yeah, in your heart and your
and your heart.
in your body. Yeah.
I was gonna say it's like crazy how like I don't know, like making sure that you're getting like oxygen to your brain will like actually like make a difference.
Yeah, I know. 100% it will.
Yeah. It's crazy because it's like breathing. Well, I mean, it's a privilege to not have to think about breathing, but it's like it's something that we wake up and we do it in our sleep. It's like it's just like, but to like intentionally do it will make such a like difference in your everyday practice.
So true. Yeah.
And like to manipulate it in your favor too is amazing.
Kind of like intentionally use it to help you.
Yeah, maybe not manipulate, but intentionally use.
I'm gonna gaslight my breathing.
Better calm down.
But even bringing awareness though to your breath, you know, like I feel like you can go through an entire day without even noticing what the hell you're doing with your breath, and you'll be all like braced and not breathing, and like you just need to breathe, you know. Yeah. And women too, a lot like do a lot of stuff with their like, you know, you're taught to like hold your tummy in, you know, like since you're a little girl,
Suck
you know.
it in.
Yeah, it's really bad for our breathing. Like as young as like 5 years old, we're like bracing, you know, like so it's affecting the way that we breathe and the oxygen that our body's getting. So that's, you know,
or sometimes. Oh, sorry.
No, that's it. Yeah.
Sometimes when we're really stressed and it's like, hey, remember, we forget to breathe too sometimes. Totally. Yeah. We're like, oh, I wasn't even breathing. Oh, yeah. No wonder I can't think.
Yeah. Oxygen to my brain.
Yeah, something before I came here, because I was mentioning like how I was being a little anxious and I kept ruminating. But then I did it. It was funny because she pulled up my laptop and the first thing popped up was like grounding meditation, like, and it had all like breathing in it. And it was so interesting because I thought of the same situation, but instead of ruminating, I was processing. And I thought that was such an interesting flip. I was like, I never had that back-to-back experience. It's like if I were to ground myself, the same situation, one, I felt terrible afterwards, and the other one, I gained value from, all from tapping more into my parasympathetic. Yeah. And I was like, that's really interesting.
It is. It is.
It's very important breath work. Okay. We do that more.
Yeah. A story follows state, you know, like the state of your body that your body is in. It has a lot to do with like the stories that your mind is getting, you know.
Story follows state.
Yeah, when you're all like, you know, you're telling yourself all kinds of things you may not realize. So taking a nice deep breath and getting your body into a different state can change the messages that you're telling your brain or that your brain is getting.
Or perhaps that you receive.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Yeah.
What motivated you to learn more about intuition and breath work?
The intuition thing is definitely from living so much of my life, outsourcing my truth, basically. Like my mom, I love my mom, but she's very like she got a lot out of, and this is like her own work, like doing everything for everyone all the time. And so there was not, a lot of like you got this, girl. It was more like she kind of like got something out of me being in that sort of like victim, or you know what I mean? Like, so for a lot, and so many other situations after that, other than my mom, but like that's kind of, I think, where it started, where I would look to everyone and everything else for like what to do always. And now this is like so much of a huge issue now for so many people, more than ever, because we have like the social media, all the, you know, like there's so many places to like outsource your truth, and like, oh, but I heard this there and this, you know, and it's like, oh my gosh. And you'll just feel so lost. And so that was sort of, I sort of got to a bottom of like doing that, basically, where I was like, I like somehow have to like figure out how to like make my own decisions and like find my own answers, and like, you know, and so that is where that the motivation for diving into that.
You are the co-creator of your own reality.
Yeah.
Shout out Mario.
But thank you
that
for
the Uber
sharing.
driver?
Yeah, the real one. Yeah, thank you for sharing. I know, like, yeah. I don't want to like dive too deep, but yeah, thank you for sharing. I appreciate that.
Yes.
But I love what you said, outsourcing your truth. That is a good way to summarize the feeling of external validation and effects it has on your life and your journey, essentially.
Totally. Yeah, I made some really big decisions, like based on what a bunch of other people, like, because I didn't have that. I didn't know even that was an option, that I could like look within and find my own, you know, and so I ended up making actually a really big life decision based on like what other people told me, and I will, I think about it to this day.
Wow. And it's crazy because there's probably someone out there too who probably didn't know that was an option until they watched this and heard you. So that's actually crazy. Yeah,
it's true. Yeah, it's true. People might not know that is even, there is a way to know, you know.
Even for me right now, it's like, wow, it, just to solidify, like that is an option.
Yeah.
Like even within this room, you've changed someone's perspective. So that's awesome.
Being able to have agency over your own life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Wow. Especially when you are so used to outsourcing. Yeah. Just the mere awareness that you have the power to choose.
And can you guys see how this is like important now in this time more than ever, more than any other time, with the AI and all the ways that we could outsource our truth, you know? Yeah.
Wow, that is crazy.
I'm getting chills.
Yeah. I'm glad you said that, 'cause like you're right. Like yeah, it is important to trust your own gut and truth and go within.
It is. Especially as women, we're kind of leading the way here with the intuition, you know. Men are an important part of it too.
Not to toot our own horn, but
men are a very important part. And like any men watching, please join us on this journey from head to heart. Please. We're begging you. It's really important that we need them in their healthy we really do.
And I think I'm so happy you said that.
Yeah.
Just because I don't know if you guys have peeped this, but like, or clocked.
I totally know these things from watching you.
Wait, that is so funny. She goes. But there seems to be like this war between men and women going on.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
And we do need to work together.
We deeply, deeply need each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that there's like this whole, you know, which has many positives, but there's this whole like, you know, we can do it, like we can do it, everything, you know, and like we kind of can't like we have, but it's not like ideal. It's not ideal. Yeah, like it's to have to do the all of it. No, it's not ideal.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. It's like that's like why do it all?
Yeah. And I think what's happening like on an energetic level is like or hopefully what is happening on an energetic level in my idealistic idea of things is like a shifting downwards of energy. So women moving, you know, we've like held this heart space for quite some time. So kind of moving down more into our like wombs, like creative space, like creating new ways forward. And then the men, it is time to drop out of that head space of like pressure and like performance and like all of that into their heart spaces, so that like, and those things needs to happen like together, you know.
I'm so glad you mentioned that because I remember watching one of your videos about it, and I was like, wait, I want to talk about this more. So because you mentioned for the womb that's more like creativity for women. How about for men? What does that look like to go more into heart space?
That's such a beautiful question. I wish I think it would be holding that place of like presence, like deep presence, you know, rather than what they're now doing, which is, you know, like a lot, not all of them, but what they're working on is like, because they're kind of in that like performance, like thinking, logic, like, which all is good, you know, that's all good. But like if they could be more like present for women, for life, for, you know, all of that. Yeah. I think that could help a lot. Yeah.
Whoa.
It's so crazy to think how such complex situations can boil down to something very like simple, like just like to be present. Like just to be here and now, meet people where they're at, listen.
I know.
Like that's very beautiful in a way.
I know. But doesn't it give you like kind of a sigh of relief to think about a man like present, fully like present with you in their heart? Like, sort of like it gives me like a sigh of relief. Yeah. Rather than, other places that they could be operating from.
Like ego.
Yeah, right.
Which
right.
we all
yes,
I mean,
that's that headspace. Yeah.
And it's nice when I feel like when they can create that space, you also feel ease and you're not in that sympathetic system.
Yeah. And then you have this safe place like to create from, you know what I mean?
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's kind of like the masculine, feminine.
That was my next question. Yeah. But that makes a lot of sense to me. Well, if anyone's in the heart space, please let us know. Let us know.
Any men in their heart space is out there.
Date tomorrow. Like, let's see how I feel.
Well, any man watching this is definitely in his heart space.
That's true.
That's true.
Yeah, to be a special type of man. Thank you. Yeah.
Please. What did you say earlier? Please.
Comment below.
I'm in my heart space.
Yeah.
That's fun. You know, one of my intentions, like one of my kind of things that I wanted to like manifest on this podcast was like, because I've watched you guys, was like I was thinking I hope that we have some kind of like laugh attack at some point, because you guys you go into those and I'm like, oh, I want to be there for that. I
feel we had a lot. That was
I have like one that like really got me while I was watching from home. Like I couldn't stop laughing. It was something.
Oh really? Oh my gosh. Oh no. But I feel like even within this video, I feel like we had so many laugh attacks. Like the manifestation worked.
Yeah.
Wait, that is so sweet.
Yeah. Do you want to know which one? But it wasn't just like the comment. It was then your guys' like reaction to it, and your laugh is like
contagious.
By the way, no, it's the best thing ever. Like,
I agree.
Like one of my favorite parts of the podcast. I'm not even exaggerating, but it's a great laugh. There was like And we can cut this out if it's like not actually funny, but like it was so funny to me at the time and to you guys. Like when you were talking about like being less selfish or something. To let the like old people eat or something.
I don't know why. The way we immediately knew. It was because like she said it with a straight face, and then me and Kyra like made eye contact. She's like, you can calm down.
No, but it was just so funny because like
I don't know what was so funny.
Everything we were
so
saying
funny,
was
though.
so like, oh, be less judgmental.
Yeah.
Be kinder. She's like, let people eat first.
older people eat.
No, that was hilarious.
Yeah,
And
no,
then
that
you
was
were
funny.
like laying down on the couch laughing. It was
No,
so
my
funny.
your little toes like.
And after all that, Kyra was like, I don't know what I just did.
Yeah, that's right. It just got so funny, and I was so glad you guys left that in because like healing or whatever the hell we're doing here can be like deep and fun, and it should be, you know.
Yeah. Totally agree.
Okay, so another question for you is about dreams.
Oh,
Yeah.
you guys are touching all that. You really did your research. You're doing so good.
I'm
Okay.
so excited for this part. Let's chat.
Okay.
Allison, you said you had some recurring dreams that you wanted to ask Caitlin about.
Yeah. So
Wait, can you let them know your background on dreams just real quick?
Oh yeah, I'm just I am very
Me asking you ask for that in school.
interested. I feel like it's really weird that like you're going on these like adventures at night and you're sleeping. Everyone thinks like, oh, no big deal. Like I feel like it's a big deal. Like it's something we should like look at. You know, we might want to like take a look into that. Like that's like a wild thing. You know.
Yes.
So and they're so incredibly mysterious. Like there's so much that's unknown. You know. So I just love that whole area, and I definitely the work that I do with dreams is, which you guys might be disappointed because I would never tell you what your dream means, you know, but I would ask you guided like questions that then you would tune into your body to like see, to like go back into the dream and like find the answers for yourself because you're the only one that's been like, you know, in through your whole like past, present, future. Yeah, there's like ancestral stuff. I mean, it gets deep, and you're the only one that would have that. That would, yeah.
And Caitlin also hosts dream groups once a month.
Yes.
So she facilitates these, and so she's got experience and knowledge. And
Thank
in
you.
this
put
area.
your information.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Okay, let's hear it. I'm so excited.
So the concept is really the concept. I've had several recurring dreams where there's like a fire in my home or my home is on fire and someone is like stuck inside, whether it's like my dog, but most of the time it's my sister, if I'm being so honest. And I don't think I told you guys this, but the crazy thing is that she has had a similar dream where it's like our childhood home and like she's in the house and the house is on fire and like she's stuck in there.
Whoa.
Is she stuck in there?
Yeah.
And you're having the dream that she's stuck in there.
Yeah. And the house is like on fire. And it's also like, I don't know. I always like call 911 and then it's like I'm always trying to put the fire out and it like keeps coming back. Like it just keeps coming. Like the most recent one is like there was literally a fire in the dishwasher and I'm like, that's crazy because like there's water in there. So like, why is it? And then it's like I put that one out and then like in the backyard another one popped up. So it's just like a lot. And it's like either that or like people are trying to like break into my house and like my sister is like stuck
in the house.
And she doesn't even like live in this house anymore, so it's like it's very, I don't know, it's like really disorienting, but I've had it like several times.
Wow. Fire's a powerful element.
Yeah.
Wait, what happens when you call 911?
They just take like forever to get there.
Yeah. Because that's like you're calling out like for help. Yeah. I know. Okay. I know what one way we could go with this. Okay. Take a deep breath. Come into your body. Does it feel okay to like become the fire? It doesn't feel okay. 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 And it's in your childhood house? Okay. And your sister's there?
Yeah, she's there. So I still live in this house.
Oh.
My sister does not.
Oh.
But it's always like somehow I get out of the house.
Yeah.
But she's still in there.
Okay. What part of you is your sister?
No, I guess we share like a lot of the same experiences with our childhood, and we connect a lot more on that now that we're like older and can like actually process it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Wait, are you guys your age now when in the dream, or are you?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
She's also older than me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. That's fascinating. Again, I feel like people are disappointed here because, again, there would be no way for me to say what this means. It would be more of like a continuing to tune in and see what it feels like in your body as you go back into the dream. So we could pick like one of the fire dreams, for example, and go into it. And then there's a bunch of different directions that we could go with it, but like you can become the other characters in the dream, because that's one theory, is that like everything in the dream is us, including the fire, you know, that's some part of you. There's also sometimes dreams can be like symbolic of like our actual physical bodies. So like if something's going on, you know, physically, that's like a fire, I don't know, like, and you don't have to share obviously your health history, but that's another way. And then there's also like the place is usually very significant. So like the fact that it is your childhood home, but also your home now. Yeah. There's a lot there in that house, in that place.
Yeah.
That's like your whole. Yeah.
And the fact that my sister also had like a similar dream is like,
I know.
it's opening up like maybe it's something ancestral now that since we were talking about that.
Totally. That's a really good point. I think it's beneficial for literally everyone to look back at ancestral like patterns. Yeah. And see if there's anything. Because it's both of you, yeah. And it's in your family home. Yeah. I'm curious. Have you done any research on like your lineage and patterns that might be there throughout?
Not really.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, look into it. And that the ancestral thing can be like a lot more. It doesn't have to be like super like spiritually. I mean, it is spiritual, but like just literally getting the facts of like, yeah, like where was my great grandpa? What's their story? Like what, you know, like did they have any like traumas or, you know what I mean? And looking back at that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm just thinking about my grandfather had a sister who passed away in their house fire.
See?
What? I knew that, but I never like made
I would find out the whole story there.
Yeah.
And I would,
because maybe the ancestors are trying to reach you guys or something. Okay, not just, let me stop.
No, don't stop. No,
Okay,
totally.
okay.
I mean, we're with dreams, we're talking like layers and layers of possibilities. Like, and lots of
we have
energies
never
there.
clocked that until we like got in this space.
That is insane.
That is
really
what
cool.
Caitlin is so amazing at, is guiding you so that you can come to your own realizations. That's one thing I love about Caitlin. Is just, I don't even,